Installing a glass tile backsplash is a great way to update your kitchen with a clean, sophisticated look. Hi, I'm Jess Oppenheimer for HomeClick.com. Today I'm here with my friend Hayden Singer. He's a professional tile setter, and today we're going to create a custom glass tile backsplash. We'll be tiling a little over 30 square feet, so I've ordered 34 square feet of tile. Ours come in square foot mats on a mesh backing. We'll also need acrylic tile adhesive, a roll of fiberglass tape, an electric drill with a Phillips head screwdriver bit, a few dozen 3-inch drywall screws, a measuring tape, a carpenter's level, a square, a drywall knife, a grease pencil, a small putty knife, a 6-inch putty knife, an 1/8-inch square notch trowel, a margin trowel, unsanded epoxy grout, a tiling float, spacers, a wet saw which can be rented from home improvement centers, and a bucket of water and several sponges. Before you begin, make sure to turn off the power to the outlets in your kitchen. The first step is to prepare the wall surface. It's important to get all the loose debris, like paper and old glue, cleaned off the wall. Next, find the wall studs and drill your 3-inch screws into them, about 1 every 4 inches. You'll be amazed at how much this simple step will tighten up the drywall. Use fiberglass tape to reinforce corners and any weak or broken areas of drywall. Finally, apply a very thin layer of your tile adhesive to the wall and let it dry. This is called parging. The adhesive penetrates into the paper of the drywall and fuses it together, making it more rigid. Now we can start tiling. Using your trowel, spread the adhesive evenly over the wall surface. We're using an 1/8-inch notch trowel here because our tile is thin. For thick glass or tile, use a 3/16 notch. Press the tile into the adhesive from the bottom up. Use your float to tamp the tile in securely and evenly. Tiling around light switches, outlets, and windows is tricky, but it's nothing that careful measuring and cutting can't solve. For this outlet, Hayden is going to knock out a hole in a full tile set. First, carefully measure from the inside edge of your tiling to the closest edge of the box. Use that measurement to make a mark on a fresh tile set with your grease pencil. Now measure from the same point on your tile to the far edge of the box. Make another mark on your tiles. Measure up from the bottom and make a mark, and finally down from the top. With this last grease pencil mark, you'll have marked out a hole for the outlet. It's also important to be aware of the top and bottom screws that hold the outlet or switch in place. Measure and mark their locations as well on your full tile set. Use your drywall knife to cut the mesh backing that holds the middle tiles in place and remove them. Notice that Hayden has marked the outline of the box on these cutout tiles. He'll use the tiles outside the box to fill in around the outlet. Detach the tiles and use the wet saw to cut them to size. Where outlet screws are indicated, cut a notch. Now place the tile on the wall. The hole in the tile set will fall right over the outlet. Then fill in around the outlet with tile you cut. When you're placing small individual tiles, spread a small amount of adhesive right on the tile. This is called back buttering. This creates a better bond to the wall. Use your spacers to support individual tiles as the adhesive dries and to maintain consistent spacing in your grout joints. As you tile, here are a few professional tips to keep in mind. The old carpenter's adage, measure twice, cut once, is the best approach to working with tile. Your wet saw will work best if you use slow, even pressure to push the tile through the saw. After cutting, dry off the tile completely before putting it into place. Excess water will weaken your adhesive's bond. Wash your tools in water frequently to maintain a clean edge. Hide your cuts, that is, the tiles that have been cut underneath cabinets and in corners, where they're not as noticeable. Once you've finished tiling the backsplash, inspect your tile. Any stray adhesive should be wiped off, and you should place spacers to shore up uneven grout joints. When in doubt, use a spacer. Gravity pulls down even the smallest tile. We've given our adhesive overnight to set. Now it's time to grout. Mix your grout according to the manufacturer's instructions. Then, using your rubber float, press the grout into the joints. Use the edge of your float to lightly lift off any excess grout. Wipe off with a damp sponge and then move on to a new area. We've used moisture-resistant epoxy grout, so we don't need to seal it. But always check with the tile manufacturer for their adhesive, grout, and sealer recommendations. Thanks for watching. For more information and to check out all the best brands for your home, visit us on the web at homeclick.com.